What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. He's getting burnt alive by the flamethrower. Oh my gosh, guys. As you can tell by the title, there's a reason why we use the flamethrower, but we will get into that. I think he's melted. The Human Torch got him. Guys, if you're new here, make sure to become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Great things are happening to superstars every day. In fact, NASA has been calling us, asking us for our list of superstar VIPs so they can start naming constellations and stars after you guys. So if you don't believe us, trust me, stick around a little bit because there's going to be some crazy things regarding naming stars in the universe, and you will not believe it. Also, in order for that to happen, make sure you join the Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. You get some spreadsheets for probability. You learn everything we buy and sell. You get a nice, cool badge next to you. And now you're going to have opportunities at giveaways, which we have these mini brands that we're giving away, Disney related. And on top of that, we're doing a giveaway where we can name an actual star in the sky. So you are entered into that giveaway just by being a VIP, $2.99 a month. You think that we are joking? Hold on one second here. I'm interrupting because I have to
bring it up. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about this.
This is what we're doing. We're naming a star. If you're a VIP, you are entered automatically, and you might have a star named after you in a couple weeks here. So make sure you're in the VIP if you want a chance at having your own star.
Yeah, this is, you know what? I'm so excited to do a star naming giveaway. Like, that
all these people are sick. All these people are in.
That is just sick. I can't wait until we have all these superstars getting stars in the sky named after them. They're going to be looking at the night sky, looking for their star. Where's my star? Where are my constellations named after me? You know, imagine a nice little VV arcade star somewhere out there in the world, in the universe.
What if we have a bunch of them after a couple months here, and then we literally have a superstar constellation?
We could draw it out. Yeah, we're going to create the superstar constellation soon. Huge.
If you want to be updated on our constellation, check us out on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Learn how to write your signature. It's going to be crazy. Now you're going to have a star at some point. People are going to be like, oh, that's the star guy. And they're going to come after you trying to get your autograph. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And Fastos number 6909, 9.9 million. Follow us. We will follow you back.
Yeah, I just want to say today's video is a huge shout out. And we're going to shout him out a bunch of times in the video. Crypto Cookie, Superstar Crypto Cookie. This entire video was actually his idea. So, you know how we use flame floors? He's a VIP, Superstar VIP Crypto Cookie. He used flame floors at the beginning. That was his idea. Naming stars after Superstar VIPs as a giveaway. That was his idea. And the rest of this video was all his idea, inspired by Superstar Crypto Cookie. He's just a superstar that wants to get the word out there and start a conversation about this topic. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and if you're a VIP, we are honestly going to listen to any ideas that you guys have for us. And you can also throw them in our Discord. There is a link below every video now. Our link doesn't expire. It used to expire. Shout out VV Vision for helping me figure that out on how to make an unexpiring Discord link. So there's been some great chatter on the Discord if you guys like to continue the conversation afterwards. I'm going to pull up basically our Twitter here quickly. There wasn't much happening, but I found a couple cool things that I wanted to talk about. So I had to pull that up. So we got the emo prince, obviously getting that juju palindrome yesterday for 7 gems. So he's sniping like crazy. You can't ever discount the juju. The other thing I found that was pretty cool, shout out to ecomi homies. He was in the DC headquarters in Burbank, California, and you notice that this is the statue that they chose to put up, which is the Jim Lee statue. So
wow,
very, very affordable right now on the app. I think it's like $20 or something like that.
Good point.
But
see, that's such a VV thing to do. Like you're a VV user, you're out there in the world and you see something that's like a connection. I'm gonna share this with the fam.
Looks pretty cool though in gold. I actually like that little tint that they did there in the bronze. Someone asked Alex G today. They said, which is kind of funny. Hey, Reverend Alex, are we still on track for everyone to have cash out by mid-July, as mentioned by Reese? Alex G just answered with yes, and someone replied circling how it's the 13th already. So I guess by Friday we're all going to have it. I put still on track, and I'm not going to tell them that they're wrong until they're wrong. I have no reason. This was a cool photo. Hashtag zero cool VV gang.
This is just a flex. This is just a flex.
It's obviously not a real
This is just a flex. Though.
You got Steve
Imagine
inside the
somebody
house.
like this. I know, it's so sick. I love it. I love
The
it.
dinosaur in the background, Todd on there, Spider-Man hanging from the tree. Really cool, really cool.
So
The
beautiful.
DeLorean parked there.
There's some like great artists out there in the VV world right now. We've seen through portraits of us, Diamond Ink, OC over there, Superstar Diamond Ink OC. Look at that. That's another beautiful. A lot of fun they can do with some of the images that they got.
Here was a poll I dropped today. I said, what will happen with Todd first? Explain your reasoning. Will it go to 1,000 or will it go up to 10,000? And believe it or not, I asked a lot of creators on their live streams. I think it was Kyle Wilson, VV Vibes. There was a bunch of people that I went through and I asked that question. And most of them thought it would pump to 10,000 and they didn't think it would hit 1,000. But asking the community, 138 votes. We're about halfway through the poll. And most people are thinking it's going to hit 1,000.
I'll be honest. I'm leaning more on that. I'll probably hit 1,000 before 10,000, but maybe not. We had another big rate hike today, 1% rate hike here in Canada. Things like this just make affordability a little bit lower for people who have loaned out money. I don't know. For me, I think Todd will be more than $10,000. I think eventually. It'll eventually be more than 10,000. But in the near term,
what will happen first?
I think the 1,000 would happen first, but anything can happen between now and end of the year, right?
It's weird because now you can only buy gems through the app, so you're gonna probably start building up the gems that are in app. But then more people are gonna get cash out. Right now, like we saw our poll yesterday, it was like 20% only have cash out. So you still got 80% of people, and those people, there probably are a bunch that want to actually take some money out for real life things, like you mentioned. The rates are going up, so. People need some real cash. There was this random tweet that I saw, the Superman Club. I don't know if it's legit or nothing. It looks like they're growing their followers. There's 30 this morning. Tagged us, said, do you want to win a Superman? So I just retweeted it for you guys. If you guys want to try and win a Superman, I don't know if it's legit or not. We'll see. And that was it from our front. Veve, not much happening. We got this comic that I don't think too many people care about. Was listening to a couple creators, didn't hear much about it. Don't know much about it. Shout out to superstar Laura M. Happy birthday on this day. It is her birthday, so everybody say happy birthday, superstar Laura M. in the comments.
Happy birthday.
But she mentioned that this is Conan O'Brien FA. I don't know what that means. I don't know how Conan O'Brien.
I got it pulled up here. It says, first of all, it's a tier D comic, just so that we all know. So it's a very low tier. Cameo guest appearances: Run the Jewels, Conan O'Brien, Seth Meyers.
I pulled up your screen.
Megan Rapinoe and Jimmy Kimmel. So I mean, this is just like a star-studded celebrity comic. The cover of it is quite this. I don't know. I think the artist really used his imagination on this one. Did a pretty good job, I think.
His imagination.
So I think he really went for the details on it. But anyways, that's that one. So it's a very low ranked comic. I don't know if this is really one of the ones that
we've got 5 different covers. I think you might see some of the cheapest comics, unless people are into this stuff. But only 20,000 mints, so maybe it won't be banging it out with the cheapest ones. But it seems that 20,000 is the new 30,000 on Veve. So those 30,000s are looking a little bit there's a lot of mints for those guys.
We had a comment saying that they hope that Veve does not make A-rank comics 20,000 mints. I don't think they would. I think that as of the way the market is right now, I think if an A-rate comic does come out, they will put it at 30,000 because they know they have the demand of people who would want to buy it.
So I was thinking, and I don't know if you remember exactly, but I know there was a lot of thought that the comics that will come out during San Diego Comic-Con, a lot of talk about it being Amazing Fantasy 15. That's been shut down by Alex G on multiple accounts now. But I remember there was that AMA with David Yu, and he had some Wolverine stuff in the back.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'm starting to think that we're going to get some kind of Wolverine drop for sure in San Diego Comic-Con. I think that maybe a few Wolverine things. Maybe we're going to get X-Men Marvel Mighties. If they're in the Marvel booth, maybe we get X-Men Marvel Mighties. Imagine like a Marvel Mighty Wolverine. That would be pretty cool. I'm thinking we're going to get a big time Wolverine push just because he had a bunch of it behind him in the thing. And nobody's really talking about it either.
No, you're right. And we know that David Yu's dropping clues all the time on his backdrop. So I wouldn't surprise me. I think that's a great guess that we might see more X-Men. And we just saw them in the recent, I haven't seen the Thor movie yet, but we just saw them in the recent Doctor Strange movie. We saw some X-Men characters. We saw a bunch of characters that we know are coming to the MCU. Why not start introducing them now through the Veve app, which we know that is typically used for promotional purposes? So I think comics, including Wolverine, could definitely happen. Marvel Mighty, though, that's pretty hype. A little Marvel Mighty of the X-Men characters.
I was thinking about it. You're at the Marvel booth. There's got to be a Marvel Mighty's drop at some point on that weekend.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it. And like David, you was teasing Wolverine in the background. Maybe it's not the Mighties, but I'm if I were a betting man, I would bet that we're getting some kind of Wolverine comic. Maybe it's first appearance of Wolverine. I think it's an Incredible Hulk book.
Because there's She-Hulk. She-Hulk's coming out soon too. That's another one.
I think I saw that She-Hulk was shut down by Alex G as well.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's the same, if that's the first appearance or not.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right.
But yeah. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna get into the burn idea, which again, shout out to Crypto Cookie. So Rob, why don't you start off? I think that let's lead it off, I guess, by saying people are anticipating that you're going to be able to burn collectibles. I think the only thing that people have talked about in terms of what incentive would be maybe to gain some MCP points or something, or just shrink the actual supply so that it makes it more scarce so that they become more valuable. But Crypto Cookie gave us a bunch of great ideas that maybe would entice the burn. So Rob, why don't you start it off? Maybe go through them and I'll chime in here and there.
So his first, so again, shout out Superstar Crypto Cookie, Superstar VIP Crypto Cookie for his idea. His first idea was burn raffles. So he was thinking instead of burning for MCP, maybe there could be better incentive if you burn, you get special burn points. These will be separate from MCP. They'll be separate from everything else because you're going to be rewarded for burning. They're going to be special points that you can use to gain some kind of access, maybe to special drops. Maybe it gives you certain benefits within the app. Maybe it gives you, certain, special burn drops. Like there's drops that you just can't participate in unless you have burn points. He was thinking that maybe there's a way that you could provide incentive because I think everyone wins the more that gets burned. If you can incentivize people to burn collectibles and you're a holder of that collectible, you're only going to be better off because it creates scarcity. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great incentive. Like if you really want people to burn collectibles or you want to give them an option, the one thing is I think you're going to start to see a lot of not so good collectibles or not so highly touted collectibles get purchased and burnt. Like that cabbage might sell out just to get burnt, but then I don't know how the artists will feel about it, and then maybe you have some trouble bringing back some people if their stuff's just getting burnt out.
But that's the point, isn't it?
I know. I mean, maybe that there will be separate burn raffles where only people with burn points, but we've never really heard about having burn points. Maybe it's a good idea though to introduce it if they really want to push the burn raffle, or the burns of collectibles.
Yeah,
and it just adds another layer.
I agree with you totally. If you start doing burn points, people will be incentivized, almost like MCP does. MCP incentivizes you to buy lower quality comics that most people don't really want. So if you bring in this whole concept of burn points, now you're buying for MCP or you're buying for burn points, and then you might start seeing some of these higher mint, lower valued collectibles start being worth a little bit more. I think it's a super interesting idea. Very interested to see what Veve has planned for it. They haven't really mentioned too much about it. So that's, I think, idea number one. Idea number two, if you burn a collectible, maybe then you burn to physical. So that's the second idea. So you buy an NFT, but by buying the NFT, you're given the option of either holding the NFT and owning it, or you burn it and then they will send you or give you have the ability to then buy the physical one. Maybe they give you you have to burn it. Maybe it's like a promo code. Maybe you're given some of these. Maybe you win them for free in raffles, and then you can choose to hold it, sell it later, or you can go burn it for the physical. I thought it was a very interesting idea, and I think it could be incorporated with the whole marketing aspect of it as well. Maybe an example of that would be movie tickets, right? You burn the movie ticket, you go watch the movie, it's gone. If you don't want to make it a collectible item.
Or if you click that's a good idea. If you click burn ticket, then that's when you get your email for the actual ticket to go use it at the movies or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it can be something like that through your Veve account. It's linked to your email. You burn the ticket, you get the email, and that is your access. They can have. I think that's a practical use of burning, right? We talked about how from a collecting perspective, it's nice to be able to have your ticket for the future because you have a collectible aspect to the ticket. All my tickets to my sporting events, I've kept them all and I've lost them all. If it's in the digital space, at least I can find them and then they keep them in perfect condition, right?
And it's a reminder of what you've been to, and you can kind of see like your whole history. People make scrapbooks out of that stuff. So we talked about that in a recent video, actually, about how utility will affect these collectibles and all that. But I'm having a hard time, the more we talk about it, thinking that Veve will want to push for burning. Maybe for ecomi they would, but Veve, I'm thinking to keep the licensors and keep everybody coming in happy, I don't think these people are going to want to see their things burnt unless they were designed to be burned. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think down below, but continue, Rob.
Okay, the next one is burn badges. So kind of like you got the superstar VIP badge. If you're a VIP, same kind of idea with burning. Maybe it's going to be a leaderboard. Maybe it's going to be just a symbol that will be beside your name, but you would be given a badge of some sort in a ranking system to say that you're a heavy burner, and you can compete with other members and other users in the app to be a better burner than them. So you get rewarded in the sense of almost that clout of being a burner.
So I this one here, I can kind of get behind this one because it incent, I guess, if the purpose is to burn, giving the badge is going to give them, like you said, the clout. But at the same time, it gives them something for burning. Like people are going to be spending money to get a collectible and then they burn and they have nothing. At least now you have a badge. You have something to show for what you've done. Because then you might, like the first one, if you get a burn raffle ticket and you don't end up getting the raffle, you end up with nothing. If you burn to physical, but you don't want to buy or you still have to spend money to get the physical, you're probably not going to get a physical sent to you for free, let's be honest. The badges could be something that you actually get and keep as you progress through how many things you burn. And if burning helps Veve is the only way I see this happening, like I said earlier.
Yeah. It's a good point you're bringing up about will they want to do it? I think as something becomes more scarce, though, people will be less incentivized to burn, and eventually you'll find that critical point. Yeah. But is it possible that eventually everything will be burnt? Can that ever happen? It doesn't exist anymore. You can't even get it anymore.
You can have the moonflower. There's only 2 of them left or something, and then people just really want it then after. But then you know what? This takes away. This is the cool thing about burns that you don't think about is right now Donnie's sole purpose for being popular on Veve is that is extremely limited, like 150 editions minus whatever Veve held, right? You can get more collectibles that have 150 editions by the time we get to there.
Yeah.
If burning is introduced. And then Donnie doesn't look so good. Like, what if there's 150 moonflowers after people burn them for these things? Like, does that mean that the moonflower is now really, really sought after? Probably not. And it probably takes away a little bit of that luster from Donnie.
I don't think it can ever be the same level as an original drop, but I think it will be pretty high. That ties into another one of his points. I'm going to jump ahead since we're on that topic. Yeah. He mentioned that the only way that this would ever be successful is that you have to have proper tracking metrics. So you need to make sure the entire community is aware of each collectible, how many have been burned, how many are currently locked up in banned accounts that aren't going to come back, and you need to know how many circulating mints are there available. Once you give people the knowledge of what is available, what the true scarcity is, then they can start making better decisions on what this thing should actually be valued at. So we talked about valuation, if you were to burn it, and how we would compare it to a Donnie. If that information was not available and given to us by Veve or through some third-party API to allow us to understand, or through Veve's API in a third-party website, let's say, to help us understand what's left, you won't know what's value.
No, it's true. And that's a big question a lot of people have when it comes to like ASM 130, which was a promo giveaway. There's other promos that we don't know how many have actually been delivered, or we know that maybe all the promo codes have been given out, but how many actually have been minted or brought into people's accounts, and will there be updates? We never heard that. Actually, might be a good question for an AMA, future AMA, just because I know there's a lot of people asking that question. Like, because if you go buy an ASM 130 and there was 5,100 mints or whatever there was, but really only 1,000 were redeemed, what happens to the other 4,000? Are they going to eventually give them away again? Are they going to never give them away? Are they going to burn them? What happens? People are wondering this because some people own that comic, and right now it's very valuable. But if you start to reintroduce the ones that weren't minted, that takes away from the value. So I think Veve's got to be very careful with how they tread on that item.
The best thing for them to do probably is they do the giveaway, they mint whatever they mint, and then at that point they probably should just burn the rest and not really consider giving more away. Yeah. That's going to tie into another video we made a while ago saying that Veve may make more mints of collectibles that are already out.
Second run. I like that idea still. I still think that's a thing that will happen. Like, if you want a Todd, here's a second run of Todd. It'll be labeled second run. It'll look the exact same, but you know it's not first edition or first appearance. Right. I think that's happening. I think we're going to get that eventually down the line. There's going to be demand.
I think there's a possibility for that. So it ties into what you were saying, right? About if there's already 4,100 or whatever, you want to think about burning. If there's going to be a second run, it might change your opinion on the valuation. It might change your opinion on if you should burn or not, right? And I think Veve should burn them and not keep giving them away unless it's somehow labeled as a second run.
People are not going to complain if you make their stuff worth more. But if you start to add into the population and make their stuff worth less, even if they told you there was 5,100, it's pretty obvious that there isn't, just based on listings. So if you come out and say it after the fact, you're gonna affect prices, I think.
But this is why the topic of burning, I don't think, is going to be that controversial for the users, because it can only benefit people. It will not hurt them. Right? Yeah. It'll make collectibles more scarce, which is going to give them more value. But maybe the licensors might not just like the idea of.
That's the problem. I think the licensors or whatever, and it's probably going to be independent artists at first that would be like, why am I going to come on here? People are just going to burn my stuff, like my hard-earned work or whatever. Maybe there's certain things you can't burn. Maybe that's how Veve gets around it. They say this one here is not burnable. And then Marvel comic, it has 30,000 mints. They don't care. You can burn it up to a certain amount or something like that.
Well, we know that Veve, speaking of IP, we know that Veve does plan on doing Veve-specific IP, so we'll call them non-IP items. Virtual goods is what they called it in the white papers. Those might be things that might be perfect for burning. So rather than burning an actual collectible, maybe you're burning an accessory for your collectible, and as less of those exist in the Veve-verse, those then become more valuable. Maybe that's another way of doing it.
That's true. That might be a good idea. You're right. Because even I was thinking about it, the less items that you have in the marketplace available for transactions, trades, that's less money in Veve's pocket too, right? Because there's less transaction. I guess the things that are there will be worth more, so then it should even out a little bit. Yeah,
it should. Yeah, you know I don't know. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't really think about which one would be the best. But I feel like a higher price and less collectibles. There must be a sweet spot somewhere in that cross.
And it probably would just even itself out to that point.
And that supply-demand cross, somewhere there's an equilibrium that must be like the maximum profit for Veve.
Okay, so we got a couple more here.
So the next is my favorite. And this one I really, really like because it's hilarious and it's true. There's just some people out there that just like to watch the world burn. They just want to burn stuff. The fact that they can destroy something gets them going. They're like, you know what? You're telling me I can come in here, I can spend 10 grand, I can buy up all these collectibles, burn them all, and they just love watching people squirm and saying, why did you burn my favorite collectible? I wanted it. You just made it more expensive now. I can't even buy it anymore. They love the idea of just burning stuff. Those people are going to be high badges. Like they're out there. They want to do this.
They'll price out like 90% of the market by just burning things if they have to. And then it'll allow them, who probably have more money, to come in and grab the collectibles and just be a monopoly. So it's a smart move.
Smart move. And those kind of people, don't forget, after everything we just talked about, if you give this utility to burning, those people who love to burn stuff, that niche market of people like high mint collectors, for example. The people who like to burn stuff, or wall builders, shout out superstar Sarah Jean, right? Or wall builders that, if that's their thing to burn and you give them utility on top, they're gonna really go, right? They're gonna really try to burn as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. And I definitely would like to thank Superstar VIP Crypto Cookie for his information. We appreciate you for giving us this idea. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we hope everybody else also enjoyed the video. Joe, do you have anything else to show?
I just wanted to show, this is the David Yu background, and this is the Wolverine that I saw pretty front and center. We also see Ultraman here. Maybe that's something that we might see soon. But I think this Wolverine may be the thing that we get at the decon. I wanted to pull that up just to show you guys.
Yeah, cool.
Oh.
All right, do you have you want to open up some Disney minis over here?
I got one left, and tomorrow we'll do that draw for the VIP. So if you're not in the VIP and you want a chance at winning 5 of the 10 that we open, you get to handpick them. This is the last one. Oh my gosh!
What's
double.
We got all these doubles. That's the Tinker.
Oh.
She's a good one too.
We got
She's
2 Tinkerbells. We've got 2 Captain Americas. We've got 2 stoves, and we've got 2 what's her name? Bo Peep. The only one that was different was one is the phone and one is the Lightning McQueen. So those are sought after, I think. Very rare. The other ones are all doubles.
What would you do if it was you? I think I would take just all the characters.
I think I would definitely go Captain America's and Tinkerbell's. I think Tinkerbell's a popular one. And then maybe Lightning McQueen. But we'll see what people do. I think some people might like that mini phone. It looks pretty cool.
Nice. A nice little pink mini phone.
Yeah, we're going to run that draw tomorrow. And then after the draw, we'll ask you which ones you want, and we'll get them mailed out to you. Again, if you win, you're going to have to provide an address for us to send it to. If you don't want to be included, let us know. And we don't have to do that. So I think that's it, Rob.
That's it. So again, let us know what you guys think about today's video. Today's topic was burning. What do you guys think about everything we talked about? Do you think that VV will do a burn raffle? Do you think that they will allow burn to physical, burn badges? We talked about all the incentives, maybe extra MCP points was our original thought. And will the proper metrics come in? With all these things, do you have any other ideas that maybe you can add utility? Last time we asked you guys, you came up with a bunch of ideas of different verticals. I remember we said, are there other verticals you come up with? And you came up with new ideas. What new burn ideas do you have that you can mention us below in the comments to help us see what else VV can do with this? I also want to shout out Superstar VIP fave, Laura M. Happy birthday to her. And if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button, become a superstar, join the Superstar fam. I know we got Bobby Green, Superstar Bobby Green in the comments below who's going to go in and reiterate that. Listen to him. Smash the subscribe button. We want to hear from you. Comment below what you guys think about this video, whether you agree with us or not. We want to hear from you. And also, become a Superstar VIP. Cool giveaways newly announced. You're going to, one of you in the future, in the very near future, you're going to have a star out there in the universe named after you. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let us know what you guys think about that. You guys like that idea? Let us know below. And thank you for watching. We will see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you. Bye.